What is more fun than one art box? I don't know, maybe 2 art boxes? Hi everyone! So today we're gonna double the fun opening 2 art boxes. I have no idea what's inside, but I'm gonna take the art supplies in both of them and combine them into one drawing or painting or whatever is inside. And of course it is our favorite pirate themed art box, Upcrate. It is designed like a treasure chest. It even got a little keyhole, so cute. If you'd like to try out Upcrate yourself, I will have links in the description box below, so feel free to check that out. And thanks Upcrate for these boxes, not sponsored. Cast off, loosen the lines. I love the purple in these boxes. So let's see what we got in this first box. Oh, we got some really thick paper. So we got the featured artist, or co-captains as they're called in these Upcrate boxes. The artist is Snow's Art, also known as Larissa, and there is where you can find their art. So pretty. It is like an evening sky in watercolors, maybe. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, it looks like we got watercolors in this box. So let's open this guy. Oh wait, we got something more. We got a little envelope with a postcard, and it looks like this is the theme for this box. Magical fantasy sticker, another sticker, officially art supply addicted. Did I make this sticker just for me? We got a little pamphlet or paper sheet with all the different art supplies on it. I won't look at it just yet, but yeah, let's get into this one. What is this? So we got a very generous amount of watercolor tubes from Winsor & Newton Coatman, and for some reason we got an extra big tube of emerald green. Can't have too much of that color. And we also got cobalt blue, purple lake, intense green, permanent rose, and turquoise. I really like the Coatman watercolors. I've only tried them in pans before, so it would be very fun to try them in liquid form. And we got a graphite pencil, it seems like a Factis Graphite HB. And we got a very long paintbrush, an Upcrate Mystery Edition apparently. And now to this guy, which I have no idea what this is. Oh, it is a little spongy friend. I don't know, maybe you're supposed to wet it and clean your paintbrushes on it. Let's have a look in this little... Oh, also the paintbrush is a Lineo paintbrush. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Laufer. It can be used in a variety of ways for spreading colors on pictures, for watercolor drawings, or for cleaning brushes, so I wasn't totally wrong anyway. So yeah, that is very interesting. I can use this as a paintbrush or like a little something to create textures with. That is neat. And also I think I forgot to mention this one, a little pamphlet of color swatches of the Coatman watercolors and some information. Yeah, so far so good. We got watercolors, which I love working with, but let's see what art supplies we're gonna combine these with. But first, let's do some quick swatching. The Winsor & Newton Coatman paints are really great. I like them. They are very pigmented and pretty. And I do really like the range of colors that we got in this box, even though that the 2 green ones might be a little too similar. They could practically be the same. When testing the sponge thingy, I put the paint directly on it and then I dabbed it on the paper, and I'm pretty sure you can just dip the sponge directly in the paint, but my palette was a little too small to do so. But yeah, it gives a very interesting effect or texture. Alright, so box numero dos. Oh, there is a lot of stuff in there. Oh, I love the style of this one. The co-captain is Sarcastic, an illustrator from Hamburg. And here's where you can find their art. And this looks like paint markers maybe, or crayons. We got this really thick watercolor paper with a little more texture than the previous one. And again, we got a little envelope. Oh, there is a lot of stuff in here. Look at those, so cute. Little paper clips or whatever you call them. I actually don't have any. A little heart design and 2 smiley friends. We got a little art supply sheet, and the theme for this box apparently is Think New. And then we got a lot of stickers. Everything that you can imagine is real. Yeah, if it exists in your mind, why wouldn't it be real? Oh, I totally missed this one. I first thought it was a long pill or something, but it looks like a spear nib to a paint marker or something. So let's see what we have in here. Oh my, look at all these pens. So I was right about it being paint markers. So I suppose these are the loop markers. We got them in a very interesting range of colors. We got black, white, this kind of peachy skin tone, teal maybe, an orange and a blue. And we got kind of like an angled flat paintbrush. I wonder what I'm supposed to use this with, because I can't really see any paints here. Let's have a look at these ones. A whole bunch of colorful pens by Chorus. Oh, they're little fine liner pens. No color name, but I suppose you can see what kind of colors I've got here. And we got another HB pencil. This one is from Stay Below, and it got a little eraser at the end. Very nice. And another paint. Another paint. This is another paint. Another pencil by Stedler, the Mars Lumograph in black 8B. Again, this paintbrush is confusing me. Am I supposed to use it with the paint markers? These nibs are pretty thick, so maybe I can use the paintbrush for more detailed work. I don't know, but what I do know is that I can actually use them with the watercolor, since I'm gonna combine all of these art supplies in the best way that I can. But let's swatch these things, and I'm gonna try to figure out how I can combine these with the watercolors. I'm very happy that the other box only got the watercolors. So let's swatch these and then let's get started. It doesn't say what the paint markers are made of, but they are water-based, so maybe acrylic paint. They look very similar to Posca pens anyway, they doesn't smell anything, and it seems like they also dries matte. It is a little bit of a weird combination though, with a very specific color palette for the paint markers, and then all the colorful fine liner pens and the very dark graphite pencil. But I think it will be great combining the paint markers with the watercolors. All the blues and the pink and the purple in the watercolors reminded me of space, and the orange paint pen made me think of foxes, one of my favorite animals, so why not draw a fox in space? And I first thought I would do this really long fox flying between the planets out in space, a little more cartoony, but then I went with a fox sitting on a planet. Is it a giant fox or really tiny planets? Who knows? Also, I just want to do a really quick little promotion shout out. If you'd like to get some extra content like bonus art videos or coloring pages or look behind the scene, you will get all of that over at my Patreon. And you can also get my art as merch over at my Redbubble store. I will have all the links in the description box below. I will also reopen my Etsy shop very soon, so excited about that. Anyway, I'm doing a wet on wet technique for the background with the watercolors. I first add water to the paper and then I let the paint spread out and mix. It is one of my favorite techniques to use. It is so pretty and satisfying to look at. It is just a very easy and great way of creating a background, and I let it all dry before I went in with a spongy friend to create some texture. Again, I'm adding the paint to the sponge and then I'm dabbing it on the paper. I probably could have dabbed the wet paint with a sponge too to create the texture. I'm sure there are many ways of using this thing, but I think it created a very lovely space texture, if that's even a thing. It is now. I decided to do all the planets in the same green-bluish color to make it look more cohesive, and I also think it stands out a little more from the purpley space. Maybe it is just a whole galaxy of water or Earth-like planets. Maybe we cloned our own planet and made a whole new galaxy. What is the giant fox doing there though? Who knows? After doing the background, I felt like the orange paint pen would be a little too bright or saturated, so I decided to mix it with a peachy color and made a lighter, more muted tone. I simply just pumped out the paint on the plastic envelope that came in one of the boxes, and I mixed them with the angled paintbrush. And it is paint, so it worked really well to paint it on with a brush. So I got to use the small paintbrush with the art supplies in the box anyway. I'm not sure if this was the intended use, but it worked really well. I also got, without even thinking about it, the two themes for the two boxes in there, which were magical fantasy and think new. I think they both work with this illustration. And I know I usually try to make more than one piece when doing these mystery art supply unboxings to fully explore the art supplies, but with all the store prep lately, as I mentioned before, this is all I had time for this week, but it was very nice doing something else than cutting stickers and photographing pins, even though I truly enjoy doing those things too. With a white paint pen, I added some stars and also those cloud-like things, maybe gas clouds. It is honestly my least favorite thing about this illustration. I added the clouds in the sketch and I really liked it, but they kind of disappears a little in the background here. But I think all of these supplies, they worked so well together. The paint pens looks great with the watercolors. I still think the pens and all the colorful fine liners are a little strange together, but I used some of the fine liners to add outlines to the fox and the black pencil for some shading. The fox really stands out from the background though, so I tried to make it a little more cohesive by adding the pink watercolor as kind of like a shading on the fox at the end, but I really like how this turned out. I'm very happy with the way I combined the different art supplies from both boxes, and I created something that I would probably not have drawn without being pushed to do so. Let me know what you think. Again, thanks Upcrate for the boxes, I had so much fun, and thank you guys for watching. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Keep drawing my happy cats, bye!